I don't know why I'm doing this shit. I'm just bored, and I said, well, this is not a good angle. I did say that. Let me turn this shit around before I get a copyright strike or some shit. Do I really need the labels? Let me turn on the labels. Is it good enough? Is that good enough? Y'all, it's hot as hell. But yeah, this is the final turn up. The final turn up. Yes, you get 2 videos in a day, and if I get a chance to edit, what did it say? It's the final turn up. Join me. Who's watching? Just me? I'm okay, y'all. But anywho, let's see how much battery I got. Okay, I got a good signal. Let me turn this shit down. I can say one person in the chat, but I don't know if it's me. But anyways, like we did before we got here. What the hell? If y'all got a drink and you're enjoying your summer vacation, go ahead and get in the chat and crack open your shit. If you got a blunt, fucking light it. So we're doing the final turn up. If you come in the room, please put a like. But here we are. And my phone is charging, so I don't know what to say. Okay. This is what I got. Oh, backwards. Watermelon. Last time I got, what was it? Banana yogurt. It said 1,500 puffs. I don't believe that shit. But it's by Cali Plus. Damn. It smells good as hell, though. I'm proving James right. I might keep these little silicone things right here. I don't even know what the fuck I'm supposed to talk about in here. Alright, let's test this shit. Let me put up the lightness a little bit. Okay. I am over 18, of course. Okay. The pull is stronger than the last one I got, but I forgot the last brand I had. I think I had a picture. I don't really feel any nicotine. It's 5%. It is. note, the Jewel pods are banned. But at least the menthol pods, and like my husband still gets them, but it's like from the gas station, but I don't know if it's counterfeit pods or what. And then I was thinking, like, you know how you do review videos? And then, like, let's say I put a video on here, right? I can't play the whole video without putting my commentary in it. So, I'm thinking, like, if I do a book reading, if I put my commentary in it between, like, every few pages or, like, while I'm reading it, like, is this still a review? Like, can I keep the video up? Because I've been meaning to read that damn Grace Jones book for the longest, and y'all know that. Because I have a Goodreads account. And I just haven't been able to move, you know? I've been just distracted. Also, I cleaned all this up. Like, it looks messy, but it was way worse. This shit a little bit too strong. Ooh. Why am I even on here for the last turn up? Okay, let me find my book real quick. Quick intermission. Quick intermission. I'll be right back. Let me save the light bulb. Be right back. I turn this into the last turn up, and I bring a damn book. Matter of fact, get your drinks, and it's gonna be a story time. Now, if I get banned, y'all, please bring my channel back. But let's do it. So, Grace Jones, I'll never write my memoir. And it says, legendary performer Grace Jones offers a revealing account of her spectacular career and turbulent life, charting the development of a persona that has made her one of the world's most recognizable artists. As a singer, model, and actress, a deluxe triple threat, Grace has consistently been an extreme, challenging presence in the entertainment world. Celebrated for her audacious talent and trailblazing style, Grace became one of the most unforgettable, free-spirited characters to emerge from the historic Studio 54. Nigga, I want to open my own Studio 54, nigga. Recording glittering disco classics such as I Need a Man and La Vie en Rose, that's my shit right there. Her provocative shows in underground New York nightclubs saw her hailed as a disco queen, gay icon, and gender-defying iconoclast. Let me tell y'all something. I remember when I had an issue with my gender identity. I'm not gonna fucking lie. Because at one point, I went through puberty, right? But I just didn't feel girly enough. And, I like to get my hair cornrowed, right? But, I mean, I didn't look like a quote-unquote stud or whatever. But it's just, when we were going to church, I didn't like church. People be like, oh, is that your niece? And then, my aunt be like, yeah. And then, they'd be like, oh, is that a girl or a boy? Bitch, you just said niece, bitch. You trying to fuck me? That's what I was thinking. Anyway, in 1980... Grace escaped a crowded disco scene to pursue more experimental interests. Her music also broke free, blending a house, reggae, and electronica into a timeless hybrid that led to classic hits such as Pull Up to the Bumper and Slave to the Rhythm. In the memoirs, she once promised in her lyrics never to write. Grace offers an intimate insight into her evolving style, personal philosophies, and varied career. I'll Never Write My Memoirs follows the ageless creative nomad as she rejects her strict religious upbringing in Jamaica, conquers New York, Paris, and the 80s, answers to no one, and lives to fight again and again. And then again, See, I already read this part. Look, this is all. I hate when my books get damaged. It's not Dookie. What the fuck is that? Chocolate? But let's read this bottom part. Grace Jones has been making a name for herself since the 1970s, first as a famed fashion model and then a sensational disco queen, postmodern icon, and avant-garde pop star. I'll Never Write My Memoirs is her first book. And the guy who wrote this name is Paul Morley. It says writer, broadcaster, and cultural critic Paul Morley has written about music since the 1970s and was a founding member of the electronic collective Art of Noise. Oh shit! You remember Art of Noise, y'all? They go like. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, if you know, look up Art of Noise. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Okay. So I wonder if as long as I put my commentary in here, that's what I'm thinking, because there was one guy who was reading, what do you call it? What's that book? It was by Omarosa, and when she was working at the White House, or when she first left, she released the book. So let me look that up. Omarosa book. I wonder if he got to keep the video up, because I follow him on Facebook. Secretary of Shade. Cool. I still think I need permission though, but how do I edit it? Y'all, if I get pulled, I'm telling you, I will never write my memoirs by Grace Jones. Pin the message. Let me thumbs up my videos. Cause y'all niggas ain't thumbsing me up. I thumbs y'all niggas up, but y'all ain't thumbing me up. Hold up. Okay, hold on. Well, I'm not gonna ask for no damn cash up, nigga. I mean cash app, so I'm burning up in here. Alright, let's go. How do I edit if I'm already on here? I do miss my little troll though. My little troll. My Little Pony. Okay, let's go. Oh, shit. Okay, let's go. Before. Do I really want to read this? Yeah, I do, because I haven't read a book in a while. And I will put my commentary. So this is a review. This is like when you watch a reaction video, okay? So do not copyright strike me. This shit don't belong to me, nigga. Okay. Before. When I told my son Paulo I was writing a book, he said, "Oh, Mom, wow. Bitch, that better not be no motherfucking mosquito." I hope the world is ready for that. When I told my family and friends I was writing a book, some of them got very anxious and freaked out. They wondered what on earth I was going to reveal, and in spirit, I think most of my family knows what is coming. They are used to it. It's not as if the story of my life is going to be a surprise to them. Some of the details might be, but I think they are ready for whatever happens. They know to be prepared. Excuse me. They have had experience hearing about my experiences. What that mean? There will be blood and thunder. I will take liberties with my life and theirs. Now and then I will take on my own reputation. Those who know me and are related to me or close to me have been warned many times by my actions that I am very unlikely to go quietly into the night or into the light. I know that's right. Once I wrote and sang, I'll never write my memoirs. I meant it at the time. I could have meant it forever, but it seems like I've broken my own promise. Turns out for some things there's no such thing as forever. I should never make promises to myself. Sometimes there's nothing wrong with breaking promises, though. You can't go through life without breaking promises. I know that's right. You need to break a few rules as well. Well, a lot of rules. When I wrote those lyrics, I had a fight with my boyfriend at the time. My son Paulo's father, Jean-Paul, and I will always put those kinds of incidents into song. Fights and arguments will make great songs. Y'all, you know, she dated Dolph, what's his name? Lundgren? How do I put tags on my shit if I'm already in the chat? So y'all know what the fuck is going on. I'm hot as hell out here. How do I put it? Okay. Where was I? Fights and arguments make great songs. There's a lot of my life in my songs, and after this argument with Jean-Paul, I announced no memoirs, no comment. I decided that the only way I would be known from then on was through my music, through pictures, and through art as an art groupie. They would be the only footprints, the only clues to where I've been and what I was thinking. So touch me in a picture, whisper my mask. All you would have to need to know is that all you would need to know could be found in how I look in a photograph or captured in a song. The rest is mystery. I get that because like when you have like I remember when Beyonce stopped doing like interviews because people just twist what the fuck she said, so she just be like, fuck that. I ain't giving y'all niggas nothing. I don't blame her. But I do interviews if I was famous. Yes, because I don't give a fuck about judgment. Be right back. I want to put my hair in a ponytail. Do I? It's hot as hell in this bitch. Can I just do it like this so I don't have to go nowhere? And I want a chair. Can I sit on this ladder? Hell no, I'll be right back. I'm back. I have a chair. I really hope I don't have to change this light. Like, I hope this light don't go out on me. And if you see a spider, please let me know in the motherfucker chat. Sorry, I got shit going on in my life, y'all. I'm about to share this video to Tumblr. I don't know, like, can y'all see this video? Like, I know I'll be saying, like, oh, nobody in the motherfucking chat. Oh, this too dark. Damn, O'Sullivan. I love that name. How I know it's public? YouTube.com/Zayna Bunny. Yeah, it's live. Let me put my and put my play pal in this mode. I treat you bad, and I wonder, my dear. Ooh. Alright, where were we in the book? Alright, she said pretty much she want to keep her business to her motherfucking self. I don't blame her. People knows he's a bitch. Let's continue. We're still on chapter 1. We're on page motherfucking, oh damn, it's in Roman numerals. 9. This gotta be page 9. No, it's 8. It's page 8. V-I-I-I. Okay, let's go. That was whenever it was some time ago. I've changed my mind. I do that a lot. And why not? If you're a fan doing the unexpected, and I am, then it is an advantage to be highly skilled at changing your mind. If you don't want to limit yourself, then be prepared to change your mind often. If your attitude is, I will try everything once, then even if you have vowed never to do something, eventually there will come a moment where the thing you have banned yourself from doing seems especially tempting. I will never write my memoir. It seemed like a good commandment at the time I made it. Now is the time to break that commandment. Much of my life has been played out in public. Full frontal, no holds barred. Or is it barred? But there are plenty of secrets to reveal. I'm in the mood. This doesn't mean I'll spoil the mystery, my bad. I love secrets. They're very important to me. I had a lot of secrets growing up because my mother would tell me her secrets, and my father would tell me his, and I would keep them to myself. I never repeated them to anyone, and I learned the power of keeping a secret, the control it seems to give you. I enjoy those things that belong only to me, my secrets. I work hard at keeping them, and they're all mine. Y'all, I don't really like secrets. Like, I feel like if you keep secrets, then, like, people can hold that shit against you. Especially if they find out your secrets, then, like, you're all out in the fucking open. Like, fuck that. I'm putting my shit out in the street. Because you're not about to drag me. Period. I won't tell all my secrets, but enough. Enough for you to think. I don't believe you. That never happened. I don't care if you don't believe me. The best secrets are beyond belief. Dr. Fiction with Jonathan Frakes. That's not part of the book. My life is out there, both in the sense that it's available on the internet, the photographs, the stories, the truth, and the lies lit up all over the place. And also in the sense that it has been full of extremes. I have never held back. Why would I? I decided from an early age that the best form of defense was attack, and that taking on the world and living life to the fullest was how I would deal with the setbacks and problems. This means you have to leave behind quite a trail. What you do gets noticed. Sometimes I read stories about my life and it seems so much more exaggerated than what it really was. And I think it wasn't like that. My life is already crazy and unpredictable, but when it goes into the world, somehow it gets bigger. Sometimes it's written less extreme, smaller than it actually was, and I think I was bigger than that. There is no better way to take control of the stories of my life than to tell them myself in a book. Y'all, I do keep a diary for this reason. Like, I do feel like one day I'm gonna look back and I want to like pretty much summarize my life and put it in a book. So I'm on book 6 of my own diary. I'm almost done with that. I'm about to be on book 7 now. I'm not intending to correct any versions of me that exist out there. I'm not going to excuse or defend myself in this book. I don't want to spoil any image people might have of me being out of control. Demanding, crazy, offensive, indulgent, chaotic, depraved. I can be a pain, but most of all, I can be a pleasure. And I think the legend isn't outrageous enough. But my answer to any suggestions that I have been less than discreet or abusive or just plain perverse is no comment. I know that's right. I am simply putting another version forward, one that happens to be the one I have in mind. What follows is the me that I have made up, rather than the one made up by other people. Whatever people think of me, I want them to keep thinking that of me. I don't mind if people make up things about me as long as they don't make me look boring or ordinary. As long as they don't smooth me out or reduce me, I don't want to contradict other people's idea of me. I don't want to spoil the illusion. I'm not worried about what people think because I think people think what they want to think anyway. I know that's right. I keep saying that though. I'm not going to try to set the record straight. I'm going to tell things as I saw them and explain how things happen as far as I am concerned. It is the which road to take situation that's interesting to me. The options and the opportunities that appear and why what seems to be in the wrong road turns out to have been the right road. Sometimes in the nick of time, I would make the right decision and not even know it at the time. You ever had like those feelings like where like you just do something you don't know why you're doing it? Cause like that keeps happening to me. Like I just have a feeling like I need to do something and then like it all works out. You know, like that little voice. Like when that voice says don't get in a car with a stranger. These are my memories, my moods, my moments, my mistakes. It's a book and it has a cover, so I can do what I want. A book is intimate, which is why it has covers. And if I'm going to do a book, I will be very intimate. It's like sex. I'm doing it under the covers. Whatever I say inside, it will have a cover. A front cover and a back cover. That reminds me of like that Eartha Kitt quote when she said, her tombstone is her diploma of life. You ever heard that? Oh, and I think Eartha Kitt has a autobiography as well. Y'all know my motherfucking Amazon. Well, I don't have it on my wish list. But please give me that book if you feel like it. It's up to you whether you go inside. If you do go under the covers, don't be outraged at what you find. It's your fault for lifting the covers. It's my life. It's what I remember or choose not to remember. I didn't appear here out of the blue on some magic cloud. I went through all of this to get here. Ultimately achieving something positive in life. Leaving darkness behind and discovering the light. It is about wisdom. The wisdom that comes from surviving experience. I nearly died so many times. Me too. But I am still here. There were times I lived and sometimes I nearly lived. If you want me, this is me. Not the caricature of me. This is the deeper me, the other me. And then there's another me, and then there are other me's that I haven't even thought of. But I'll get to them. I'll keep following the trail that I left behind and find out where I'm going next. I got one life to work with, and I'll squeeze it dry before I'm through. I know that's right. So what chapter are we on, y'all? I think we're on chapter 2. Let me see. No, we're not on chapter 2. We're still in the where it says before, so this is like part 2 of the before. We're on page 10 now. While I was writing this book, I visited my close friend, mentor, and determined free spirit, Chris Blackwell, at his home, tucked so deeply away into the thickly fertile part of Jamaica. A country of green, green grasses, hanging gardens, chattering streams, and unsolved mysteries. If you feel like an explorer, if you manage to find your way there. The roads around his house are deeply rutted. almost not even pathways, and the roads before these roads are meant to be better maintained are nearly as bad and packed with potholes and sudden bone-shaking bumps. Child, let me tell you something real quick, though. We got so many potholes down here. Like, if you hit one of these potholes, like, your whole alignment goes, blah, blah, blah. Like, my steering wheel just, like, my steering wheel supposed to be like this, and I hit a pothole, my wheel going like this, but I'm still going straight. So I need an alignment. When it rains, the dirt roads turn into rivers of molten mud. I'm putting my feet up, y'all. I'm sorry if my socks are dirty. When it rains, the dirt roads turn into rivers of molten mud and pull your car deep inside and won't let go. What the fuck? If you make it, you seem to have found somewhere high above the rest of the world, an unhurried oasis of peace and tranquility surrounded by uniquely shaped trees, creepers, vines, bamboo, and palms full of life and vibrancy. It's a clearing in a jungle high in the sky. It's another dimension and has probably looked the same for centuries apart from the addition of Chris's house in the grounds. Like, I love like how there's like trees every fucking where. Like, it's very calming. Okay. My close friend Mary Vincent, who married Chris after I introduced them, died in 2004 and is buried 100 yards or so from the house. She once said that she hesitated when I mentioned she should meet Chris because she always thought my other friends had something wrong in the head. I'll visit her grave and have a quiet chat with her, tell her to gossip. There are plenty of places in Jamaica that are secluded, cut off fantastically elsewhere, but Chris's home is seclusion to a magical extreme. You can hear the earth breathe. Y'all know what she's talking about, though? Like, if you just... I remember, like, when we was living in New York. I mean, we did visit to South Carolina, but I remember even when we went to Big Bear Mountain. I think that's what it's called. It's upstate. And it's like, you can tell, like, what the country and the city air. Just like when we came back down from New York and went to South Carolina recently, like, the humidity felt like a hug. Like, I don't know how to explain where I was. He likes to keep the roads rough so he can hear when anything is approaching, about to alter the delicate conditions. By the way, like, when I get I got my house, but I'm saying, like, if I got a different house, like, I want to have, like, a longer driveway, so if I see somebody coming that I did not invite, nigga. Okay, anyway. Along the way, as you jerk and shake along the rutted roads, struggling closer and closer to the place he has found, you pass locals living in sheds, huts, and lean-tos surrounded by stoic goats and scattering chickens that make you realize how much you really don't live inside Jamaica. Inside, you only need a bed, a table, and chair. Most of you live outside and grow things to eat, to sell. It's peaceful. I eat some food with Chris. A traditional Jamaican meal, curried goat, ackee, plantain, rice, and peas, fresh coconut water to drink on the wooden veranda of his hexagonal-shaped house set in the middle of the clearing at the top of a gently sloping hill. I do want my dream house on top of a hill, though. Fireflies flicker, crickets sing. The sun goes down, revealing a warm, radiant dusk, allowing a thousand giant shadows to surround us. And let me ask you something. Why Secretary of Shea get to read Omarosa's book and not get a copyright strike? But I hope I don't get a motherfucking copyright strike. We talked, remembering when we met, how we worked together, the music we made, the arguments we had, the scandals I've caused. We've known each other for nearly 40 years, and we are as close as you can get without being related. Ask me how close, and I'll say we're family. Ask him how close, and he'll say we're family. I've arrived late. He likes to have lunch at 12, but he knows that's too early for me. He says 2, but he really knows that means I won't get there till 4, especially considering how difficult it is to find your way to his house. Off the beaten track, enough to elude Google. I make it at 4:30, so in a way, I'm only half an hour late. He's quite impressed at my punctuality, quote unquote. A lunch, a late lunch drift towards becoming an early dinner. I like to eat late as well. I don't like to eat early in the day. There is a smoky, rumpled Rasta man named Lion, who lives somewhere inside the vibrant green jungle circling the house. He's allowed to drift around the place in exchange for running a few errands. A gentle, mystic man with a hint of something weirdly fierce. Beneath twisted branches of yellowing dreads, somewhere between having no age at all and being about 300. He gives me what he has in his hand, and I take a puff or two, floating through the smoke, and everything becomes so peaceful but clamped inside the intense grasp of consciousness. I feel our ancestors all around us, forefathers and foremothers, unseen but not dead. Their unmeasured energy living through us. We puff a little more and breathe life into our ancestors. The past exists side by side with the present, not behind it. What was, is. Another puff and I sink further into a now time, into the dream we call the past. I have never, ever heard anybody describe smoking weed like this. That was a beautiful description. I don't know. I know what she's talking about. Because, like, sometimes it's just, like, sometimes I smoke to not have anxiety. But then, like, when I do smoke, I get fucking anxious. And then, like, I do vape so I don't have anxiety. But then vaping makes me feel anxious as fuck. So, like, what the hell? But I know what the hell she's talking about. If you smoke, put 420 in the chat. Sometimes when writing this book, it has been like trying to roll up my memory up a hill. And when I get near the top, I lose my grip and it tumbles down to the bottom. And I have to begin again. After taking in the smoke of what Lion has given me, it feels like I know how to roll my memory downhill. I feel the past awaken. I can remember everything as if my memories have become set apart from everything else in the world as Chris home and land. I can make them out so clearly. They're big as life. I know where to begin. I can see to the edge of all that there is. It's time for me to leave. I'm always the last to arrive and the last to leave, but Chris wants an early night. Having got me here, he now needs to get me out of here, and that's not easy as it seems. That takes as much planning as getting me to go somewhere on time. I don't want to go. I always go places early as hell. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I love the sounds here, the smells. I love the company. I love the memories. I love what has happened to my mind since Lion gave it a lift. I could stay here forever like Lion who lives on his own, at ease with himself, inside of a tree or cave down by the lagoon, under the slow turning stars, studying the sky like the biggest disco ball ever. Let me read that one more time. That was beautiful. I could stay here forever like Lion who lives on his own, at ease with himself, inside a tree or cave, down by the lagoon, under the slow turning stars, studying the sky like the biggest disco ball ever. I never thought of the night sky as a disco ball, till now. I am always on the move, but I like to find a spot. You remember that Powerpuff Girl episode where, like, the villain turned the moon into a disco ball? Anyways, I'm always on the move, but I like to find a spot where I feel secure and stay there. Dig my heels into the dust. I am rooted and restless. I am at peace, but I want to interrupt. I love the quiet, but I want to shatter the silence. It's time to go, but I don't want to go. I can't help myself. I want more music. I want more stories, more commotion, more seclusion. I don't want the day to end, although I know it must. Chris begins a game of how you say that word? Backgammon? Backgammon, with his much younger cousin, also called Chris. This is a clear signal that it's time to go, but I don't want to go. I talk to the girls in the kitchen who cooked us the meal. I tell them about my family, the food we ate, the brothers and sisters I have, being a grandmother. I have so many stories to tell that I remember it now that I have been touched by the lion. The lion has gone, like he was never there in the first place. He's taken some of my memories with him. I'll pick them up another time. It's ready to go. Reluctantly, I give in. I leave the seclusion behind and head off through the writhing, dense vegetation that threatens to come to life in the night, back into the island, back into my memories. Before they fade, before they become something else altogether, I go back to where I started. It's time for something else to happen. Ciao! Now we at motherfucking chapter 1. So that was the interlude of the book. And I'm gonna finish this one beer before we get to chapter motherfucking 1. Which is called Spanish Town. And this is, what page is this? Page 1. Technically it's page 1. Actually, technically it's page, what's XII 13? Technically it's page 14. If you want to be technical, technically it's page 15. But let's take a break. Let's take a little intermission. What y'all think about it so far? I like it. I love her. La vie est rose. Well, that was the intro. Wait. I don't know if I should just leave it and come back. Should I? Yeah, let me come back. Be right back. How you stop it? Where's the button? My mouth is burning. Oh, I see it.